Hi, in this video we'll look at the character Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon and explore her deeper spiritual role within the story. Obviously, she's the female counterpart and love interest to Hiccup. So first let's focus on the idea of the masculine and feminine principles. What makes mankind created in the image and likeness of God is the capacity for love and wisdom, or will and understanding. To be in alignment with God is to love what is good and to understand what is true. To be out of alignment is to love what is evil and to think in falsity. Male and female, or man and woman, represent corresponding reciprocal spiritual principles. The man embodies truth and is drawn towards good, while the woman embodies will or goodness and is drawn towards truth. And in this structure, it is the truth, the masculine principle, that leads, and the will, the feminine principle, that follows in harmony, inspiring and enlivening the masculine. One is not better than or dominant over the other. It's not about gender stereotypes, it's about foundational principles. It's the order of operation within the soul. The soul first receives truth, like Hiccup learning from Toothless, and then it aligns its will to that truth. His actions begin to change and his confidence and determination mature. And when these two are united, a complete spiritual person is formed. And this manifests in his bond with Toothless and his relationship with Astrid. Think of a marriage or a heavenly marriage. So yes, we see this pattern unfold in the movie. At the beginning of the film, Astrid does not respect Hiccup. She finds him weak, clumsy, and unworthy. Because at this time, he's completely out of spiritual alignment, and she assumes the leadership role as she envisions herself as the future chief of the tribe. And this reflects spiritual disorder. When truth is not alive in a man, the will or the love becomes untethered and tries to lead on its own. The name Astrid is said to mean divinely beautiful or beloved by the gods in Norse culture. And in the movie, they're a Viking tribe. And in Greek, the root word aster means star. So at this point early in the film, Astrid represents that ungrounded will, or the feminine principle seeking to lead out of alignment. She wants to be the brightest star on her own, when in fact it doesn't work like that.
Looks like it's just you and me, huh?
Nope, just me.
So then, as the movie goes on, Astrid begins to see that Hiccup is excelling in the dragon training, and she can't fathom how this is possible. She starts to spy on him to find out his secret, and this leads to the scene where she encounters Toothless for the first time.
I know this looks suspicious, but funnily enough, Oh, you're right. I'm through with the lies. I've been making outfits. So, you got me. It's time everybody knew. Just take me back. Ow! Ow! Why would you do that?
That's for the lies. And that's for everything else.
Oh, no.
Run! Run!
No! Toothless, no! No! It's okay. She's a friend. She's a friend. Toothless? Astrid, Toothless. The Night Fury.
Upon meeting Toothless, who is the symbolic presence of divine truth or higher wisdom, Astrid is overwhelmed and intimidated. She instinctively reacts with fear and defense, unable to accept what she's just encountered, she runs off, returning to the town. And this symbolizes the will rejecting truth and retreating back to the familiar structures of falsehood. As Astrid runs off, unwilling to accept what she's seen, Toothless, with Hiccup riding, takes flight to intercept her. She's caught up and lifted, representing a higher presence stepping in. In the animated version, Toothless leaves her atop a tall tree, and in the live-action version, atop a steep and narrow cliff over the ocean. So both images depict her high up from the ground in a very vulnerable position, being removed from her old perspectives. As she dangles in uncertainty, she's no longer in control and is forced to confront how powerless her will is without understanding. It's in this vulnerable place that Hiccup approaches her and offers his hand and invites her to trust him. And this begins the shift of allowing the truth to lead. As they take flight together, it's not smooth at first. The ride is wild and unpredictable, and Astrid is completely at the mercy of this power she doesn't understand yet. She holds on tightly, still uncertain and resistant. It's in the moment when she finally sincerely says, "I'm sorry," that everything changes.
And I'm sorry! Toothless, I'm sorry!
Toothless immediately responds, and the ride becomes calm and awe-inspiring. This is the moment of surrender, of repentance. The will no longer struggles to lead or to control. Instead, it yields to truth and is lifted by it. And in doing so, it discovers joy and a vision of reality far greater than it could have known on its own. So with this scene, we saw how the whole relationship between Astrid and Hiccup completely reversed. Instead of seeking to dominate and prove that she's better than him, Astrid begins to follow him, or rather walk in step with him. She's not passively submitting herself, but accepting a higher calling. And it's in this role where she can truly shine. Again, her name means star. Later in the film, after Toothless has been captured by the tribe and is being used to lead them to the mother dragon nest, there's a scene where Hiccup is sitting on the mountainside, somewhat at a loss of what to do.
Wow, you've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
In this moment, Astrid embodies goodness, calling truth into action. Just as her name means star, she offers guidance. She doesn't coddle him, she challenges him. And this is the role of genuine love. It's to always inspire true action.
Probably something stupid.
Hiccup gives a weak response here. The uncertainty he expresses does not reflect the person he needs to be at this time, and reveals the challenges of the overall spiritual crisis he's undergoing.
Well, you've already done that.
It's something crazy.
Astrid's response here affirms that his old ways are behind him and rekindles his courage to walk in faith. This moment reflects how the will, or goodness, represented by Astrid, draws out the understanding or truth in Hiccup into bold action. And when truth acts from love, it can overcome what once seemed impossible.
That's more like it.
So her words are the spark that causes Hiccup to rise again. It's here where we see the essence of marriage between man and woman. Goodness, when enlightened by truth, does not just follow truth, it inspires it. Each supports and magnifies the other. And the balance that they strike in this relationship is what leads to the restoration of order within themselves and also their world.